selling real one Chevy.
Hey everyone, welcome to IJustWatched. It's your boy Joseph, and we're about to talk Lightyear. I was super excited for this movie. The trailers look dope. I love the setup and the design of Zurg, and Buzz himself looked great. I think Chris Evans' voice sounded good as Buzz. Excited to dive into the inspiration for the figure. However, once we get in the very beginning, they give you the reason why, and then small spoiler. But the reason why Andy loved Buzz Lightyear, why Buzz Lightyear was the toy, was because Buzz Lightyear, the toy, is a literal toy of the movie known as Lightyear. So we're watching a movie inside a movie, not an issue, whatever. But as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh, okay, so the stakes of this movie don't mean shit. Because I thought there was going to be, like, stakes in this movie. You know, I thought there was going to be, you know, obviously characters perish. He's time traveling 60-something years into the future. However, I figured, you know, the idea was, like, I thought it was, like, real events. That's what I thought. But it's just a movie. I also kind of expected it to end and for us to, like, see the theater and see, like, Andy stand up with his mom and be like, oh, Mom, I love Buzz. You know, something like that. I thought that would have been neat for us as fans. The movie starts off interesting and it gets going, but then, honestly, it's just a good movie, but there was nothing crazy about it. Literally watching it with David, we were talking, I called it. Zurg is just, spoiler warning, an old Buzz. We were watching it and we are trying to like, okay, who's Zurg? Zurg has to be somebody. Jokingly, we're like, it's the rookie. And then we're like, oh no, maybe it's the dude who took over Homegirl's job at Star Command. But then we're like, no, nah, watch, it's gonna be old ass Buzz who went back for the formula for Lightspeed. That's exactly what it was. And I was like, okay, like, in concept I like the idea, but then watching it I was like, nah, because then Zurg can't really go anywhere. Zurg surviving at the end, I'm like, okay, cool, but like it's just a dude in a suit. I would have preferred if Zurg just to be a Transformer like technologically alive alien. I would have preferred that. I thought that would have been cool. It would have been a little bit more menacing in my opinion. This movie didn't have anything mind blowing. It didn't have anything to super stand out as a movie. It's a good movie, no question. I mean, the team, Pixar, Disney, at the very least they make good movies usually. So it's a good movie. It's enjoyable. Kids will love it. But I was kind of expecting this extravagant, like, oh shit movie. I was kind of like, oh shit, Buzz Lightyear. Who is, I was like, oh shit, it's gonna be crazy. And it was just kind of like, oh, okay, it's cool. Like, it's cool. That's it. Don't get me wrong. Buzz in the suit and stuff with the character design, the art design looked beautiful. And especially once you get like the final version at the end, the one we know with the jetpack, the wings, the blaster, like you see how it got developed. It was nothing as special or as special as I had hoped. I love the fact that they made a joke on themselves when Zurg was like, "Do you know who I am?" And he was like, "My father." Like when he gets out the suit and it's old Buzz, and he's like, "Oh shit, Dad." And he's like, "What? No." And I just thought that was funny because in Toy Story 2, he's like, "I am your father," and the whole Star Wars thing. He's like, "No," and then at the end he's like, "No, I'm just gonna play catch with my dad." And he's like, "Pew pew pew pew." Also, like the fact that Buzz does the jump, leap, and flip over and then blast, which is something that Rex could not do because his hands couldn't reach the controller in the video game. I thought that was cool. Like the design, the video game that Rex is playing is pretty much the movie. So like, I thought it was cool as a reference, but it was like basically the same thing with like the bugs and the caverns and stuff. So I was like, okay, so the video game is also based off the movie, which is this, but like in a sense, it was nothing new at that point. It was just like, you know what we could do? You remember this reference and then this little tidbit? Let's just turn that into a movie, and that's basically what they did. Plus, like, I grew up watching the show. What is it? The animated show with the two alien sidekicks, and like that show was great. I love that show. So I was kind of expecting something like that. I was like, okay, you know what? Let's go down this line, and this is gonna be fun, intense, legit. Like, it was gonna be like that, and it was really nothing like that at all. If you go see it, you'll enjoy it. Your kids will love it. And overall, it was an okay movie. Nothing special to me personally. I want to hear your thoughts. Did you like? Have you seen it? If you haven't seen it, are you gonna see it? I'd say see it. You'll enjoy it, but it's nothing special. I mean, I expected this to like blow Jurassic World 3 out of the water, and Jurassic World was like, that's not disappointing. It was enjoyable. This one, a little disappointing, enjoyable. So it was like, really, overall, want to hear your thoughts, comments, questions, concerns, requests down below. But until next time, stay safe, be well, adios.